Well, hello everyone and welcome to another video here on my channel. Andy here. Hope you're all staying safe and well at this time. And yeah, it's about that time that we did another build video. And of course we are looking at the second version of Miss Kate Bishop. And if you remember a short time ago I did bring out a first look build guide for Kate. Literally one I'd just thrown together with gear that I'd got for her, over leveling her up. She's still nowhere near 100% complete yet, I would say, and she's not even at max level yet. She's getting there, almost at 160, but yeah, certainly not at 175 yet, and certainly probably not the perfect build yet. There's probably a lot better stuff I could get for her, but this is my version of her. This is how I play her. These are the things I've got on her, and I thought for this video I'd do this slightly different. Instead of having it all in blocks and leaving it without any talking and just showing you everything, I thought I'd just briefly in this video talk you guys through it so you can see everything. If you do enjoy this video, please do me a favour and give it a thumbs up. Just helps get more eyes on the video and helps the YouTube algorithms to push this video out to more people. And also while you're there, consider subscribing to the channel. It's totally free to do. Just means you get to see videos like this and also gameplay videos or any future streams that I do on Marvel's Avengers, which I will be aiming to cover quite a bit in the next coming weeks and months hopefully. So anyway, let's jump into it. So there you can see at the moment, that's my current stats that I have for her. Not necessarily fantastic, but not terrible. Obviously could be a lot better than what they are. One of the gear pieces which I'll get to in a second is actually a pretty good one that I like. I think it's the range piece because of the cryo I can do with the smoke grenades. So when you hold down, means when you hold down your heavy attack, which if you're on console is square, and you pop out your smoke grenade like that, that literally does cryo or the cryo freeze damage, which to me I found just recently is pretty helpful. It tends to stagger a lot of enemies and can catch them in it and do a fair bit of damage. What I'll do is while we're in the home room here, I may quickly set a simple one up and just show you what I mean. But yeah, that is that. So let's have a look at the gear. So for my melee piece, I'm currently using this one, which is the light combo finishes and the signature attack. So signature attack, as I just said, her signature is obviously when you hold down square and you do your smoke grenade. That's doing cryo freeze, and you can do that close up, or obviously if enemies are further away she can shoot it further away than that. But that actually can get procced off those smoke grenades or off her light combo finishes. So even if you hit enemies with your sword a couple of times, then you jump back and do your ranged attacks, which for this build we're primarily using scatter shot, which I've just got using this at the moment. Because I'm trying to get it to 160 by doing the OLT, and obviously the OLT do the cosmic damage. I wouldn't bother with explosive arrows, they're kind of pointless really. Razor arrows are good if you want to shoot at range for an odd shot or try and get headshots, they're pretty decent. But with this build we're primarily focused on scatter shot. So that is the piece that I'm currently using. And I think I got this from the Omega level threat actually as well. For my range, defensive piece at the moment is this one. Probably not the best piece, there probably is better defensive pieces out there for probably with better perks, but it kind of works for what I want it for at the minute, with a minus 10% damage reduction from all damage while quantum is active. That's, yeah, kind of 50-50, it can be good or it's not great. And then you've got the 14% chance to automatically phase shift to negate damage, which you're lucky if you can get that sometimes. If you're taking a lot of damage, she'll do her like blink. Probably can't do it as easy now, but if you think, if you're using her blink like that, she'll sort of do the blink to dodge a bullet if somebody's shooting it or something like that. That can happen. For a fourth piece, or heroic slot, is this one I'm using at the minute. Good for its stats because it's Valor and Resolve, sorry. Not the best again because it's only got the 2 stats on it. Ideally I need a piece with 3 on it, but I just haven't been getting anything that's sort of suitable. This is sort of my preferred one at the minute because the Archer's Charm the way you can use the disruptor arrow on enemies, which, as you know, when you use your razor arrow, hold L2, hold R2, wait for it to fire up like that, and then when you release, if you hit the enemy with that, it puts a disruption on them. That can last for a good few seconds, and with this piece it just extends it slightly, plus the heroic charge increase that we get is useful. I'm trying to get this to drop again from the high, but ideally with 3 stats on it this time, but it's down to the RNG unfortunately. Minor artifacts, we're using this one for Valor again because Valor's good for your crit damage, plus it helps with the 50%, minus 50% reduction in heroic energy drained, and the damage from spin attacks, which you don't get many of them, but it does help. And then the crit hit chance kind of helps a little bit. The other one is this one, which I may change this up eventually. What I may do, once I get it to 160, if I start doing more of the raids and the elite raid, I might start putting either a precision onto her, which will reduce her valor a bit. Might go with precision, or I might go double valor, which again will, kind of using that valor, as you can see, would up her range slightly. But it will give her a lot more valor, which means crit damage should be better, with a bit of a sacrifice on the health, but we'll have to see what's going on with that in a minute. Major artifact is a no-brainer really, no stone and lethal will. I think that is. A lot of people use this for their builds because of you, as you can see there with the stats that you get. And if you use your L3 R3 to trigger this, especially if you're using her ultimate quantum overdrive, you can do a lot more damage. Pretty useful. So that more or less is the gear. Just one other little thing, yeah. So if you're attacking enemies, I'll show you now briefly. But if you've got a group of enemies, hit them with your smoke, and then what I tend to do is go straight into triangle, which releases those. Hold L2, press square, that detonates your grenades. That's a demolition charge, so you can do triangle, you can attack like that, square, you can attack there, that's more melee. If you're trying to go range, hold triangle, she fires 1 out, rapidly press triangle another 3 times, she'll do that flip, fire another 3 out, hold L2, press square. What I'll sometimes do is, I'll even use her R1 Assault Heroic, fire that into a group of enemies so it pulls them all in, switch to my scatter shot, blast them with scatter shot, chuck a smoke in first, if it's a big boss, 1, 2, 3, 4, pop my artifact if I need to do, and detonate the grenades. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the gear. If we just quickly jump on here, I'm going to just set this to easy, just for demonstration purposes. Run these first guys, yes, yes. Right, that's fine. Oh, let's just come off it. Let's start that. Let's run away from these guys a sec. Manage your smoke. People are getting close to you, so you can even hit the smoke at range like that. You could just literally sit back and keep firing this out. And this is my scatter shot. Look at the left hand side there for the damage buff. You can see when your buffs or damage or defense, when they pop up, you'll spot them on the left. Pop the smoke again. Oh crumbs, these guys that are grenadiers are a bit annoying, that like to blow themselves up on you. But just keep using your keep using your jump to get away from them. Quantum teleports here at R2 and your XO circle to jump away. Get rid of that. Now if you get a big grid, let's hold R1, pull them all in, smoke, boom. How good was that? Another one. That R1 ability, just as you could see there, I mean that was on easy, but look how easy that did that damage. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the gear. That's a couple of skills looked at. Anything else you guys want to know about that, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer you. I can either do it in a future video, or if it's an easy reply I can do it in the comments. So that's the gear. We've looked at the artifacts, looked at a couple of skills. As for skills, pretty much unlock everything on this tree, just as you do as normal anyway. Specialty is pretty much the same setup as the original build video. I don't think anything's any different. It's just with this one, you can use it as the portal if you want to use the portal so you can teleport. This is particularly helpful in the raid, where you're going across the invisible platforms that you have to trigger, where you can fly over. Obviously Kate can't, but you can use that where you jump over and a teammate can jump into that and get over with you. So that's kind of helpful for the raid, for those who don't know. Normal content, I just stick with this one because as you saw there in that demonstration, you can literally shoot that into the middle of a group and it will pulse for a few seconds and then boom, it will just blow them all up. Everything else, as you can see there, is pretty much the same. Feel free to take a screenshot if you like, if you find that useful. Mastery, yeah, nothing's changed in here again. Again, feel free to take a screenshot and have a look through this yourselves. Feel free to play around with it as well. These aren't set in stone that these are the perfect, ones to use for. You use which you feel are the best, or you might find something works better than the ones I'm using. If you do, let me know. Always happy to get tips from other people. Champion system, this is where I'm up to with her. What I would do personally, if you were just starting out with Kate, once you get to champion level, certainly because she's an archer, I wouldn't worry about this first tree, if you want to call it that first, because it's pretty much useless. I mean, I know I've got a few in there, but it's pretty much useless. I would literally go down to your first 3 and your crit damage here, and this one, so your stun status, maybe boost up your charge rates a bit, and this one. Or if you want to do the first 3 for a crit damage first, if you then feel she's a bit weak, boost your health up a bit, and boost one of these in this section down to 3. Try and alternate it, that's what I tend to do, so when I get enough points for a next I may boost this one, then next time I'll do that one, and then obviously once I get enough points, because as you can see there, it then starts taking 8 points a time to do these, so I'll work my way across this, as you've probably seen in my Black Widow builds. The easy thing to do, some people think, is to just every time you get 1 point, just work your way right across the top. Which, yeah, that can work, but if you want to build a specific stat a lot quicker and easier, crit damage, your status stuff, your innate crit damage, this is more your defensive, so your defense is your middle one, your health is your left one, health recovery is on the right, then your perk chance and your charge rates are in this one. So again, play around with it, it's not set in stone that you have to do it that way, it's just that's the way I would recommend to do it, to sort of get it to that way. But yeah, as regards to skills in the build, might seem very very basic, as I say, that's the way I've got her set up, that's the way I'm playing her at the moment. Definitely far from perfect, but in the future if I get any better gear or I get her better equipped, I will again bring another video out for you guys and show you where I'm up to with it. But as far as things go and skills go, like I say, stick to the scatter shot and you'll find that that thing is absolutely lethal. If you're taking on the mech suits or the dreadbots or a big boss, ignore your grenade arrows, stick to your razor arrows, you can ping people at range, hold this on a boss or a adaptoid or whatever, release, that'll put a debuff on them, which will also give your teammates a bit of, I think they say something like it's like 30 or 40% more damage for that duration, so you'll be able to melt them a lot quicker. Okay, it's definitely more of a support build, I would say, if you want to play at range rather than up close. There are times when you're going to be up close, but that's just the way it goes. So yeah, hope you guys found this useful. Like I say, again, let me know in the comments down below if there's anything you want to know, anything you didn't understand, any tips you've got that you find work better for Kate, any gear you can recommend I should look for, let me know down below. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Should have another video coming up soon, which will be an update to my Black Widow, who is now at power 165, so she's only 10 levels away from max level. Got an interesting perk breaker minor artifact on her now that I'll discuss in the video that I think you guys might find interesting. So if you're a Black Widow main, because she's actually my main character, then do check that video out when I release it, which will be very, very soon, hopefully. And also shortly got a possible Thor build video coming up. Again, not a super meta build, but it's how I play him, it's the way I'm building him at the moment, just so you guys can compare and see what you think. Let me know, and I will wrap it up there, and I will leave you with some gameplay of Kate at the end of this. Hope you enjoy, guys. Stay safe out there, and I will see you all again soon. Happy adventuring.
I will need to use your transponder within proximity of a network node.
Get close, let you do your thing. Got it.
It's important that you stay close to the node and keep AIM forces away. They will attempt to block me.
I am having trouble gaining ground.
How's that for distraction?
I never know if you're going in quiet or loud. Sometimes neither do I.
I've almost unlocked the doors to the facility. Please remain within proximity of the node.
No problem.
That did it. The doors are now unlocked.
All right, I'm headed inside to destroy the power junction.
Track the jet. You focus on staying alive.
Okay, Dr. Forsen, stand by.
I really think we should go now. AIM troops are everywhere.
Wait for my signal, Doctor.
Please hurry. They're gonna find us any second. I just know it.